Just growing up, like, I've always just been able to draw. I've always, like, written poems. I've always, danced or could just pick up things and do. I don't know. I guess I always just felt like I was born an artist,
I've always known. I was always the kid that was, dancing, wiggling in my underwear with my little Mickey Mouse record player playing, Brick House and singing, I could listen to a song twice and sing all the lyrics back almost, perfectly on a second listen. It was just always in there.
So a lot of folks today have said, they knew from when they were born or they knew from a very young age. I feel like I wasn't ever allowed to be an artist, but it was moving to Austin. So I moved to Austin about 12 years ago, and moving to Austin and being in a kind of DIY, gritty, artistic community gave me permission. I moved here from New York, and in New York I had to make enough money to survive and do what I had to do, and I just wasn't allowed to breathe and make things, and Austin gave me that, so.
I was working in a customer service job that had nothing to do with my degree or desired field, and I was looking at an email and I saw art, like, in the email, and I was like, there's an art department? Where's there an art department? Where can I go? Like, how do I get in? And I realized that there was just a guy named Art that worked in the shipping department, and that's when I realized I need to go, like, find my spot because I can't stay here anymore. I really did have that freak out, though. I was like, wait, nobody told me.
I never looked like anyone in my classes, whether I was at school or at training for dance. I had had a hard life that I hadn't talked about because of my being a woman of color and young and not being raised by women of color. That was tough because I didn't talk about it because I thought I was wrong and weirdness. And tap dance doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate on your belief system, the size of your body, the shape of your body, the color of your body. It's so unique to each of the people who express themselves that way. Even though ballet is beautiful and I really respect all of the hard work that goes into it, I don't fit into a tutu. So I knew between the summer of 15 to 16 that it's what I was going to do for the rest of my life, no matter where that took me.
I also have a day job. I'm an attorney, and I had someone at another agency call, I think, trying to see if I wanted to work at that agency, and it would be more responsibility, it would be a promotion, things like that. And I called my mom. I said, Mom, what should I do? What is this? I said, it's a job, it's a little more money, but it's a lot more responsibility, but I don't know if I want this job. Mom said, stay where you are if you're happy where you are. If you're happy with your bosses, if you're happy with your work, your salary is comfortable enough, you don't need to be rich. You need to also have time for your family, for your daughter, for your husband. You need to have time for your art. My Asian mom said that. My Vietnamese mom told me to have time for my art. Yeah, I'm an artist because my mom said so.